up, family? How is everybody doing today? It is me, Sensei Finito, aka Vain Sensei, and I'm here with my guy, Big Kenny, and we are here doing our first creator talk. This is gonna be a long going series of stuff that we do here at Vain Esports. Just trying to help creators. And our first guest today is my guy, Big Kenny. If y'all don't know Big Kenny, he's a
What's
streamer,
up?
content creator, just all around W mans for real. He streams over there on Kick. Definitely gonna have to plug all of his stuff for you guys in the comments and whatnot, so you know to go and show him some love. I see you guys popping in over here on Twitch. What's up with the Pocky? How's everybody doing today? Kenny, tell us a little bit about yourself, my guy.
Let's see. Big Kenny, you know what I'm saying, from Stockton, California.
Hey, yo.
I've been streaming for I think 6 years now.
Okay.
Started off on Mixer, and then Mixer shut down, and I was bouncing around for a little bit, and ended up a little after Kick opened up, like about a couple months after Kick opened its doors, and then I was there. I'm there full time, but I also stream on YouTube full time. So I do
Oh,
multi streaming,
okay. Oh, that's
and
what's
then
up.
once
That's what's up.
once in a while TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But TikTok be on some weird
TikTok
stuff.
be
So
wildin', man. They will they
yeah,
will take
man.
your live off of there for just playing Call of Duty, brother. So you
Yep.
definitely gotta be careful with TikTok. They
Yeah,
just be
definitely.
they be
Yeah, but I
tripping.
play mostly Call of Duty, mostly Warzone. But you know what I mean. I do play multiplayer if I'm trying to level up guns or unlock attachments. And right now, Black Ops 6 only has multiplayer, so I'm just waiting until November 14th when Warzone drops.
Bruh, are you hoping for Warzone to feel a lot like how it is how Black Ops 6 is feeling, or do you think it's gonna, or like what are you hoping for with when Warzone does come out with Black Ops 6?
Um, I I'm looking forward to it. I'm enjoying Black Ops 6. I like the movement. Guns feel cool. The maps are a little weird. Like that they took away kind of like the 3-lane old school maps where it's either left, right, or down the center. And
Yeah.
so now there's multiple ways and stuff like that. So it's a little different. Um, the guns are feeling cool, except for I feel like sometimes they're not gunfights aren't consistent.
Yeah,
Like
I feel you.
I'll shoot somebody and like I hit him with a couple shots and he's dead, and then the next guy comes around and I do like, you know what I'm saying, like 10 rounds instead of 5 to his head. I'm like, bro, how am I
How is
dying?
that even possible?
Yeah, I was like, bro, what the hell? You know what I mean? So other than that though, I'm liking it. I'm looking forward to the movement in Warzone. I am really liking the movement, the Omni
Yeah.
movement. Um,
Movement is great. I think that's one of the best things, right? For like Black Ops 6 is that movement is ridiculously good, man. It feels real
yeah,
nice. It feels real nice.
I will
Are
say
you a,
that the
are you a movement guy? Real quick, are you a
um,
movement? Are you one of those?
I
Are you
try to be.
YYing?
No, not why
You
no. But
know.
I try to do a little some here and there, you know what I mean? But
Okay.
like if you see my gameplay from, Warzone 1 to now, it's come a long way. But yeah, Warzone 1, man, I was moving like a bot, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
trying to figure it all out. I mean, Warzone
yeah,
One was like a first time for a lot of people, though, right? Like it was like Warzone brought so many into the battle royale experience for real, right?
mm-hmm.
As well as I don't know if you remember Blackout, but
Yep.
Blackout was awesome, brother. Blackout was awesome, yo. And I think there's, you know, like I hope we get some more Blackout stuff just at some point. You know what I mean? Because that
Yeah.
was just a really good battle royale. Like that's how you should do it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I mean, okay, so I started streaming Blackout. Like I started
Okay.
I did Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then I found out what Blackout was, or Call of Duty 4, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, I'm down to run it. So I ran, started doing that, and then um Modern Warfare dropped, and I only played multiplayer. That was like my thing. And then I had friends talk about, hey, let's do Warzones, do Warzone. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And I didn't like it because like you die, you have to get bought back, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck this, I suck. I suck. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I started getting into it, and next, it's just I just multiplayer. I was like, what the fuck is multiplayer? You know what I mean? Only time I play multiplayer is when they release new guns and level up the
Yeah.
guns and unlock attachments. So
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about having to unlock attachments through Black Ops? You know what I mean? Like, how does
well,
that?
now it's a little different. So it's not like what it
Okay.
used to be. Um, back in what I'm saying,
When it
Warzone
first
2,
launched,
uh-huh.
yeah.
In Warzone 2 and shit, you gotta unlock attachments per gun and shit like that, and like there's a whole system and stuff like that. But now it's like once you unlock the attachment, it's unlocked.
Okay. Okay.
Only thing that you would unlock, for example, like the red dot, is you just unlock the type of red dot that you want to use. Other than that, everything's unlocked already.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you don't have to do the same like grind.
Nope.
So the grind on Warzone is nowhere near the same grind that it is for multiplayer, then.
Well, we're talking about
Or
different
how does
games.
that?
So yeah. So it's even so back when Modern Warfare 2 dropped, they had that whole attachment system,
Yeah.
and you got to unlock each attachment per gun, right? When you level up the
Yeah.
gun, you
Yeah.
unlock
Yeah. That
attachments.
was so weak.
Now you just unlock the attachments. They're all every attachment. Once you unlock the attachments, once you level up,
Oh, I see what
not
you're
even the
saying. I
gun,
see
just
what you're
level up
saying.
in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
each attachment's already unlocked per gun, so you don't have to go through the grind of unlocking attachments per gun anymore. Now it's
Okay.
just
Okay.
camos. That everyone's on the camo grind.
Yeah, and okay, and then you can only get those camos from multiplayer, right? Like you can't unlock camos on Warzone if you're just playing free to play Warzone, or can
You,
you?
yeah, you can if you want. It's a little harder, but you can.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
all right, cool. So there's no there's no gap really between the two.
no.
Like you can do everything you can on one that you can on the other. Oh,
hmm
that's what's up, man.
The
That's what's up.
only thing that's different is it would be zombies. They have different camos. If you're
Yeah,
playing zombies, they have yeah.
zombies is fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like zombies is zombies was nice. I played it for the first time last night. I had a really good time playing it. I was like, oh, this is nice, bro. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Actually, I played for the first time last night as well. We tried to do
Oh,
a
really?
Yep, we tried to do an Easter egg. We got clapped, but it was still fun. Yeah, it was
Hey, I
rough,
feel
man.
that.
It was
It
rough.
definitely be brutal. Those games are not forgiving, man. I don't know.
Sure
I
ain't.
don't know why not, but man, they are not forgiving at all.
It's crazy.
It is for sure. But man, yeah, yo, thank you for letting us know all about yourself. Yo, you guys hear Big Kenny, you feel me? He's a you hear him talking all of this COD stuff. I be playing COD, but I'm not a COD god like you, my guy. You know what I mean? You got to teach me your ways, man. I'm more of a casual when it comes to the COD stuff. But we got in some games before. We got some Warzone
Yep.
games, and we definitely got to get some more. And those are some fun times, man. I'm not gonna lie, those are some fun times. We definitely got to play some more.
Definitely, definitely.
So, okay. So, let's get into kind of one of the first topics that I want to talk to you about, brother. We've talked about it before, and basically, I think it starts off really good, and that's kind of like, how do you think creators should go about like try to even brand themselves? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how important do you think branding is for a new streamer? Let's just start it there.
Oh, 10 for sure. 10 for
10.
sure.
Okay.
Um, but I will say, you know what I mean? Sometimes you start off in a brand. Before I was Big Kenny, I was gaming with Ken A, and
Oh, okay, okay.
so I had friends call me Ken A because of Forrest Gump, Gen A,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so
That's
I ran
crazy.
with that. But when you're like, this name is really long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was really long, and then I did it with four Y's at the end. So when you're trying to explain it to people, you're like, oh, it's KenAYYYY,
Yeah.
and so you gotta kind of find you gotta find that brand that fits right. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to rebrand. You know what I mean? And I did, and I went with what I've always been called as growing up. You know what I'm saying? I've always been Big Kenny because people who are Kennys, but I was like, what's Kenny, man?
Yeah, it's
Big
Big
Kenny.
Kenny.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So branding is definitely a big thing, you know what I mean? And I know it's hard finding the right logo, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, finding the right name, start off with,
Yeah.
and then you go to find the right logo, and then finding not so much your identity, but like your niche and like what you're good at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not good at Call of Duty whatsoever. So my thing is entertainment. You know what I mean, making you laugh and stuff like that, and just is grabbing you that way. You know what I mean. And don't let the shirt fool you. Okay, I am the #1 shirtless streamer. All right, I had to
Facts.
come,
You had to
business
come decent.
casual. You know what I'm saying? Business casual.
Yeah. No.
But my thing is, and I I explain it to people, especially who come in the stream, because there's always toxic people out there. So they always come in like, hey, fat ass, why don't you have a shirt on? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so that's my thing is like I'm a fat shirtless guy. I have 2 chains around my neck,
Yeah.
2 big ass fake ass chains with a fucking squeaky toy taco.
Squeaky toy taco is crazy.
And so that's the bait, you know what I mean? That's the bait
Yeah.
in it. And they're just like, why don't you have a shirt on? What the hell? You have these chains on, is that a fucking taco around your neck? And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, I ain't got a shirt because I'm broke, so buy me a fucking shirt, bitch. And they're just like, whoa, I was not expecting that, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I pretty much hit them with the 8 Mile thing, you know what I mean? Just take away their ammo. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fat. I don't have a shirt on, dude. I have these fake fucking chains, squeaky toy taco. I have diabetes. I eat love food. What's up, bro? What else you got?
Yeah, I mean that's something that I see a lot of people have a hard time with is embracing that that with when it comes to streaming and content creation, right? Because it is a huge part with dealing with the bullies and the
Mm-hmm.
cyber attacks and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and you really have to take it with grace sometimes, right? Like just like you were saying right now, like, hey, yeah, like you take away the ammo, like, man, I know about myself already. What do
Yep.
you what? So what else do you got to say? Or you
Yeah.
can kind
Exactly.
of go the other way of just being like, well, I don't like that, and I'm banning you immediately. Which some people do.
Yeah. And yeah.
There's two roads for every decision, I guess you could say.
Definitely, definitely. But my thing is like when I take away their ammo and I hit them with like the out of pocket shit, they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, what the? I was not expecting that, man. Like, oh yeah, sub, dude. Follow. That's fucking crazy. That's insane. And they stay and I have lights behind me and I try to do a light show and stuff like that. And like man's in the chat just to kind of like keep it interesting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how I hook people. You know what I mean? And it wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? And if you're new to streaming, it's rough. Starting off streaming to nobody, um, trying to stay engaging to nobody. You know what I mean? Because you gotta learn how to talk to nobody because when you start streaming, there's no one there, but there's people that lurk. So they'll pop in and they kind of
Yeah.
let me check out this streamer, and you're just sitting there, you're like not even paying. And that's another thing too is you gotta learn how to look at chat, look
Yeah.
at chat, take a moment, look at chat. I mean, like I said, I play Warzone, but I'm always trying to every now and again, you know what I mean, or I'm like, hold up, I'm in, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a second. I see you because like I've learned to like as my peripherals watch the chat when it's the chat moves. I'm like, all right, someone said something. Give me a sec. I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if I
Exactly.
play multiplayer, I can care fucking less. You know what I mean? I'm like, huh? Oh, I got
Yeah.
shot. I don't care. Well, yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's real awkward starting off streaming because like I said, you're talking to yourself. There's no one there, and if someone pops in, you got to learn how to pay attention to chat and be engaging because I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I pop into new people's streams sometimes, and I'll lurk for a second. I'll say something, I'm talking about I'll say something when you're in the lobby. And if you're
Mm.
not fucking paying attention, you know what I'm saying? I'm out. Like, it's not like, dude, you're in the fucking
Yeah.
lobby. You're not even in a gunfight, man. You're in the lobby waiting for a game to start and you're not paying attention. The chat is fucking insane.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That is
Insane.
wild.
Insane.
Paying attention to chat is like the
It's
101. Like that's the first place that you start is just paying attention to chat. And I
definitely.
mean, I can understand it too. I can understand where people get lost at because what I hear a lot from creators is, well, there's no one usually in my chat, so I just don't look at my chat. And it's like,
You
man,
never know.
well, there's no one usually in your chat. Are you just sitting there quiet until you see that viewer go to 2 instead of 1, or until when you
Mm-hmm.
see it go to 3, and then you're like, okay, guys, now, like, do you only come alive when you see that number change? Because people get so caught up on the vanity metrics when it comes to Twitch and YouTube and streaming and TikToks and shorts, and they're like, ah, bro, this one didn't hit, this one did hit. It's all, everyone just gets so wrapped up into it. But the thing that we also have to remember to do is do the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like people get very paralyzed, man. That's what I see. What I think what they call it is paralysis by analysis, right? You overanalyze. Oh well, I don't have a good mic right now. I don't have a good headset. I don't have a good camera. I don't have. You know, I don't know
Yep.
I don't know what my brand is yet. I don't know this. I want to make sure I got all my ducks in a row. I don't think you need to have all your ducks in a row before you start necessarily.
Yeah.
Sometimes them ducks fall into place as you go.
As you
Because
go.
if you just keep focusing on everything, bro, you're not gonna ever do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I mean, like, I like, you know what I'm saying? Don't fucking let this is 6 years in the
Yeah,
making. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started off
exactly.
in my living room on I think it was a 55-inch TV, PS4, a broken recliner that I broke. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
Amazon microphone, an Amazon mic arm, boom arm, a used Elgato capture card,
Ooh,
and a MacBook Pro that was fucking barely running my stream. I'm not talking about like it. That sometimes it would like skip, you know what I'm saying, and lag and shit. But
yeah.
it was like for the most part, it was hanging in there, and and two foldable dinner trays that had the MacBook Pro and
Oh,
my microphone attached to it.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying? And
feel
so
that.
like,
Yeah.
got to start somewhere. So like, and I didn't have a name. I was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Kenne, I'm called Big, yeah, gaming with Kenne. Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a logo. I just did some random shit in like, Canva or whatever I was using at the
Yeah.
time. And then, as I went, you know what I mean? I just saved up money and bought something better or upgraded something. And then I saved money for, to build a PC, a streaming PC. Built that, and so I just used that for with my capture card and my PS4 while still in the recliner. And then I was able to buy a desk and move to a corner and stuff like that. So, what I'm saying, some people don't have that luxury of fucking like, oh, I got, what I'm saying, I got 5K, let's go. You know what I mean? I could buy a $1,500 computer or desk and stuff like that. Like, I got this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to take it step by step, one item at a time. You know what I'm saying? One part at a time.
Facts. Because
You know
it
what I
ain't
mean?
all gonna happen. It ain't all gonna
Nope.
happen overnight,
Nope.
yo. For real.
And then that goes to with like finding what your niche is, because you can't start off something and know what your niche is. I didn't know. Like I said, I was quiet. I did the same thing. I was just sitting there playing the game and like talking to my buddies playing, but like you know what I mean. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
like prone to like look at the chat and stuff like that. And it took time. You know what I mean. Don't get me wrong.
It
That's not
does.
gonna happen overnight. You know what I mean? So it took time for me to look at chat and be a little more entertaining and stuff like that. And then breaking out of that shell, because it goes to like stage fright. Even though they're not in front of you, you know that there are
Yeah.
people watching you when people do come in, and you're just like, oh hey, how you doing, man? You know what I mean? So it's a little awkward and stuff like that. So finding that niche, take it one day at a time, one part at a time, adding to your arsenal, stuff like that, stuff that helps you out. If you can afford it, if you can't, then just there's stuff out there that's free. Perfect example, you can get 6 buttons from Elgato on your phone, your cell phone. Download
Oh
the
yeah,
app,
yeah, yeah.
and you get a stream deck right here on your cell phone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? So free. So you start off that way. You know what I mean? So like go to yard or like go on like a Craigslist. I don't know if people use Craigslist anymore. You know what I'm
Hey
saying, but
yo.
Facebook Marketplace,
Bruh
Macari
said
or
use
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
I'm
Yo,
not talking about
showing
for
your
other things, okay?
age
I'm talking about
there,
for
Big
parts, dude.
Kenny.
Yeah, for
Yo,
reals.
showing your age there, Big Kenny.
Yeah, but yeah, Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
Macari, I think it's called, or something like that, is another app. If you could do Amazon stuff like that, you just find used shit. Don't fucking knock on used shit, man.
Yeah,
Use
facts.
capture card is it's still kicking. I have it. I've had it till the day I upgraded the capture card, and it's still
Nice.
working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
don't
and
knock on new stuff.
that's another thing that's oddly weird for so many people to like. Again, the thing that people do I see all the time is they just put themselves in this box. Like, I need a new microphone, I need this, I need that, and it's like, okay, maybe you do need a microphone, right? But why do you need a new microphone, right? Get a microphone
Yeah,
that's new to you, not just a new one, you know? Like just start where you can, and
yeah,
build your arsenal, like you were just saying, You got to build your arsenal, like brick by brick. This shit does not happen overnight. Everybody thinks it does, but unless you're already rich, It's really not happening for you
Yeah.
overnight. Unless you're already rich, unless you're already famous, it's gonna take some time. Like you said, I was in the living room, man. I was in the living room on the white folding table. You know what I mean? You know, the white
Yeah.
fold out table with my Xbox on it, yo, and a laptop, and then my Xbox sit, and then the little screen on there didn't even have a monitor, but I got the smallest screen I could find because I was really trying to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. I
Apex
get it.
Legends dropped, and I was like, "Oh snap, bro! This game's awesome. Maybe I should stream it more, And it just keeps
Mm-hmm.
going, and everything goes, and you build and you build, and you can't be scared to branch out because every single thing that you do in this journey of content creation and streaming can lead you to another area of content creation and streaming. You just never
Oh
know
yeah.
what could happen when you work with anybody, when you do anything, when you're open to ideas. The doors never close on you. You close doors at that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing going back to like the top end shit is I always see everybody go for the fucking Shure, or is it Shure
Yep.
SM7B? It's like, bro, it's like
Yes.
a fucking $500 microphone. You don't
What are we
fucking need it. Like
what are we doing? Like, we do not need that. Just because it's the podcasting microphone, it doesn't mean it needs to be your
Amazon,
podcasting
bro. I
microphone.
still have the microphone I started with. This is
Yeah,
Amazon.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
Yeah,
gotta have the top of the line shit. You know what I mean? To start off with, as long as you could do in OBS, man. For those of you out there, in OBS, you can add filters.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even when you have the Shure SM7B, you're gonna add filters. It doesn't come out the package fucking sounding like oh, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
angels fucking singing from the down in heaven. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
have to
gonna have
add
to do
filters.
something
Yeah,
to it. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And so like you don't
Truth.
have to you take out a loan out of your of or a lien on
Which
your
is
house to a
crazy.
microphone.
Yeah,
Sell your fucking kidney. It's like, dude, that's unnecessary.
super
Amazon has cheap
unnecessary.
microphones. You know what I'm saying? And then also too my webcam. I had a webcam. It was a Logitech 9 C920 or 22 or something like that. Whatever works, man. Whatever can get you. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing, man, literally the only thing that was like top quality was my green screen, and that was because I asked for it
Oh, okay.
for my wife. She was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, I would like a green screen so I can cut out the because like, you can see the whole living room, man. You know what I'm saying behind me.
Yeah,
So I was like, a green
yeah.
screen would be nice, so I can just you can sit there, if you want to watch TV and shit like that, or if you want to just hang on your phone, like you can sit there. And you don't got to be in the you don't got to sit on the side or awkwardly. And so she's like, okay, and
Yeah.
so that was literally the only expensive thing in my
Oh,
whole
okay,
thing.
okay.
And then, like I said, slowly I started, you know what I'm saying? I upgraded, I built the PC. Then I bought a monitor, an Amazon desk, you know what I'm saying, instead of the foldable. Then I bought a cheap ass gaming chair, you know what I'm saying? And then I bought a second monitor, you know what I mean? And then like just slowly but surely just built it, you know what I mean?
Brick by brick,
Big
yeah.
brick, but you know what I'm saying? Brick by is that why I love Optic Texas so much, dude? Brick by
Man,
brick. That's their
brick
motto,
by
man.
brick, yo.
Brick by brick.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it
But
doesn't, you don't have to start off, gung ho with fucking, 7,000 or $1,000 monitor, $500 microphone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unnecessary shit, man.
it is.
As long as you can get a microphone that sounds decent, add some filters, a decent webcam, um, that's pretty much fucking it. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you just want to stream from your Xbox or your fucking PS5, man,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to have
Yeah.
a webcam.
Truth. You really don't. I don't know
Yeah.
where. Yeah, people. Like, another thing that people have just made up for themselves.
Yeah. And you could pull up your chat on your phone. You know what I'm saying?
Truth. Yeah,
And
it's
then just
all
make sure
there.
you're,
You can just
yeah.
do everything.
Yeah, just kind of pay
Yeah.
attention to your phone. Have it like maybe buy like a one of those like selfie sticks that have the stand and put it like right there so you can see it in your face.
Yep.
Or even
Truth.
buy like
Truth.
they also sell like the Amazon mic arms that come with the cell phone holders.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah. Two
saying? Just
birds,
put it
one
right in your
cup,
face.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you could go gung ho on the equipment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really not necessary. The gung ho style of anything is just, that's really when this. I feel like that's when something is really a hobby. right? Is when
Yeah, yeah,
someone goes full blown like that, it's like, okay, this is gonna be a new hobby. Like, okay, this is just your hobby. You're not really gonna take this serious because you think you need all of the best things.
yes,
And that's really how a hobby is. Like when someone just gets into fishing, right? They go and buy a super expensive fishing pole, and they try to go get all the bait that they can. They try to go do all the things so they can be the best fisherman ever. And then it's like, bro, but you don't even know how to use any of the stuff that you just bought, you know? Or you're
yeah,
gonna go hike and you just go buy mountain shoes and you got the walking sticks. It's like, bro, you're not even gonna use any of that stuff yet, right? You
yeah,
don't even
yeah.
know how to use it. Like, you don't even know how to use Streamlabs and you're trying to get a Stream Deck already. Like, bro, how about we take a step by step and figure out how to freaking get a scene on your Streamlabs first
Yep.
and how to transition, how to add a transition. How about we figure out how to write a script so you're not just talking to, so you're not just like sitting there, like you said, for 30 minutes, just sitting back with your controller in your hand, just looking at the screen. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be able to keep people interactive and going and continuously discussing whatever the hell the thing is.
And like, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's people out there
Yeah.
that do sit there and have a big following because they're absolutely fucking cracked out at the
Cracked
game,
at the game, so they're watching the gameplay.
and that's the entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then so here
You're
and
not
there
in
they'll talk.
Stimmy, buddy. You're not Scum.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and we understand that you want to be them, right? I
yeah.
think that's the big thing. Is like people take inspiration from these people, so they try to be more like them. And but still, it's brick by brick, man. They didn't get there in
Yeah.
a day.
So, see, the problem with that is, and it's fucking. My wife told me this quote, and it's a really good fucking quote,
Okay.
and it's oh man, it just went blank right now. It's son of a gun. Um, damn, that just left my train of thought right now.
Damn, it was right there too, huh?
It was right there. I
I
had it,
hate that.
man.
Was it?
Um,
I want to help you here. Is it like a
yeah,
success quote or?
no, it's when you I can't think of the exact word for it, but it's when you look at a creator, for example, if I'm looking at Timmy, right? And I'm like, well, Timmy's doing good, but I'm not.
Oh, comparison is the thief of joy or something like that, right?
Comparison is the thief of joy. That
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
hands. Once my wife told me that, because I was, I'm not fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? And there's times where
yeah.
I've gotten to slumps. I'm like, damn, man, this creator's fucking dude. Holy shit, man. But that's like the natural fucking hater in human beings. And I'm like, nah, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Let them. That's them. They're doing their thing. That's amazing for them. I'm
Yep.
different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Exactly.
fucking Timmy. I'm not fucking Mercs. I'm not Scump. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking
Exactly.
Big Kenny. So when
Yep.
I'm trying to compare myself to them, and then it's like, or other creators, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, why did he get 1,000 views and my video's better? I did fucking spent more time. I did fucking, Then you get yourself in a slump, and you're like,
That's when you become a
oh,
hater for real.
yeah,
Unknowingly,
man.
you start hating. Like, I'm doing my videos way better than they are. They're not even doing what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing. How could they? Like, no one wants to hear the complaints, yo.
Yeah,
You know that? Yeah, the
yeah,
complaining is over with.
yeah. So comparing yourself to other creators is not it. You know what I'm saying? It'll definitely kill your joy, because if you think about it, let's say you posted a video, you got 30 views, right? Now think about you're in a room with 30 people.
Yeah, that's. There you go.
You're on a
There
stage with
you
30
go.
people, man. 30 people looking at you.
I try to say that all the time. I mean, even 10 people, even being in a small group of 10 people and having every single person listening to the words that you're saying. That
Yeah,
is a big thing. Like people get stage fright off of small things like that literally
yeah,
all the time. So it's like, we have to really start putting things into perspective. I think that's one thing. The creator game is all about perspective, and that's why I agree with that quote that you were talking about. Like comparison is the thief of joy, the thief of happiness, the thief of
yeah,
your own success, and being able to actually appreciate the things that you've done. Because you might stream and then not you may like, okay, I think about it like this. Think about someone who's scared to stream at all, and then they do it for the first time, and then all that they can think about is that there was only one person in there the whole time. It's like, no man, you were scared to stream and you did it anyway. That is a huge, like, that's a super huge accomplishment. You conquered a fear, low key. Like, accept
absolutely.
that W. You know what I mean? Like, accept
Yep.
that W.
Fucking baby steps. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to
Exactly.
fucking get into a fucking in front of a camera and hit go live. You know what I'm saying? Because you never, like we were talking about earlier, you never know who's gonna pop in. Some fucking asshole might pop in and just totally shit on you. And then you know what I'm saying, or someone might come in and be like, "Hey man, like how are you enjoying that game? Like I thought about buying it." And then
Yeah,
it picks up, you spark up a conversation and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, like, okay, that was cool. You know what I mean? So taking that first step of just hit and go live is a big accomplishment. You know what I mean? And that's what we gotta
it
focus
is.
on is like setting a goal, even if it's a small goal, like hit and go live and
Yeah.
accomplishing that. You know what I'm saying? And and then going back to don't compare it. You know what I'm saying? Don't compare. Well, fucking Josh, man, he barely started streaming last month, and Josh has 10 viewers. You know what I'm saying? I started streaming 2 months ago, and I can't even get two. Like, well,
Yep.
fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what Josh is doing, but don't compare yourself because then now you feel like shit because,
Or go ask Josh what he's doing and
and that's
see
it,
if he
yeah.
can actually help you.
And see if he's willing to, if he's, see if he's willing to not gatekeep. Yeah. And unfortunately, there's
Yeah.
people out there that gatekeep, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
that's truth.
if Josh is a cool motherfucker, he's like, oh, yeah, no, I got you, man. Yeah. So what I'm doing is like, I'm using this hashtag, so I'm playing this game on my time zone. I'm posting at this time and this and
Yeah,
that, or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm engaging on
truth.
Twitter or Instagram or, Facebook because I'm streaming on Facebook. Like, don't be scared to reach out, man, and to a creator that you're even when you're kind of cool with. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you don't know the person, you never fucking know.
Facts.
Even if you just see something, you're like, hey, man, I wonder how this guy did it. I've done it
Yeah,
before. I
facts.
don't know. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? When I try different shit, you know what I mean?
That's how me and you even got into contact with each other in the first place. You know?
Exactly, exactly. And like you just reach out. Like there was a creator who had someone retweeted it, and he had a like a second screen, and he had his gameplay on his intermission. And then
Oh, okay.
when he went live, it like swooped away and it switched to his live screen. So I was like, "Fuck, that's sick!" And I was like, "Hey, man, like that is super sick. Like, do you mind if I DM you on how to do that?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, no problem, man." And so I DM'd him and I was like, "Hey, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, that's insane, dude. How the hell do you do that?" And he sent me some links to a creator named Nutty on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And
Nutty goes crazy.
Nutty's insane, man. You know what I'm saying? He might, I'm saying he might be talking a lot and venture off into some shit, but what I'm saying,
Oh
he's
yeah, I
real
don't know about
knowledgeable.
it. Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
he'd be like, "Oh yeah, so you know what I'm saying." And so he gets a little in depth.
oh,
Like I'm like,
oh
"Okay,
yeah.
man,
No, he is very analytical with everything. Like he gets
very,
down to the very like minute things,
yeah,
and you can get lost in the sauce with Nutty. I won't lie about that. Like he will
definitely,
definitely just keep talking.
yep." And so I did. I
But
watched the video, and then his video, I wanted to do a couple other things, and his video pointed me to another video, and then pointed me to another video, and I kind of like just put everything together, and I did my own little thing. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah,
um, just sometimes just reaching out to somebody might not know, just ask for help. You could hit. You know what I mean?
that's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. And I think that could be a good transition into networking. Like networking
Hmm.
is definitely everything. I think networking is probably like one of the biggest parts of content creation because that's like what we were just talking about is networking, right? Reaching out to that creator that you might want to have something done by, or how do I do this, or whatever the case may be. That is a form of networking, getting yourself out there because even if you're asking them for help on something, that also lets them know that you're doing, you create content and they might want to see what you're doing. They might want to see all these different things. And that just continues to open up more opportunities and more opportunities. Like there's no way that people could it blows my mind how much I see creators actively want to shut their own doors before they're even
Hmm.
open. That's what I be like really try to go for. Like don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't
Yeah.
don't stop yourself from exploding before you get the chance to. Because just talking to one person is what changes everything else. Shoot your shot.
Oh, Alf. Oh, yeah. That's another
Yeah.
conversation. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing, shooting your shot, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You fucking miss 99%, 100% of the shots you don't take.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
truth. What would be some networking tips if you could give a new creator? You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of creators when they first start off, they do the thing that you should never do. Oh, I stream too in your Twitch
Oh
chat. You know what I
man,
mean?
don't.
Or your
Oh
kick. You know,
shit.
in the chat, they jump in the chat and they're like, "Hey, yo, I'm streaming this game too right now. What a coincidence!" Or yo, you know, I'm also a streamer. I've been streaming for 8 hours already. Or
Yup.
you know, I just got
Those
my
are
gold camo on stream right now. You know what I'm talking about,
those
brother?
are unwritten fucking no nos.
Yeah.
That's a real big pet peeve as I like gotten further into my streaming, you know what I'm saying, content creating journey, is that's a no-no. You don't go into it's like you're going to somebody's house that you don't know, and you kick off your shoes and you fucking have your stinky ass feet on their fucking couch. And or you know what I'm saying? Or you go to someone's
Yeah.
house and they invite you over for dinner, you're like, "Mwah, mwah, it's just fucking good, yo, man." It's like,
Yeah.
bro, what the fuck? It's like, no, man, you don't do that.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
yeah, I still get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I still
Streamer
get like
etiquette.
streamer etiquette, man. That's a fucking no-no. You don't do that shit. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like opening up a fucking business and you guys, you're fucking you see another pizza business and you go over there like, hey man, I have a pizza shop over here. You guys should come check it out. It's like, what the fuck? Like what the
That is crazy, especially when you put it in terms like that, right? Like,
yeah. It's like, what the no, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of my shop. I don't, what the I ought to beat your fucking ass.
I
Like, you know
oughta
what I'm
beat
saying?
your ass, bro, because
So
you're
yeah,
for
that's
real,
that.
man.
Please, for the love of God, don't do that shit. You know what I mean?
So, what would
There's
you say to do instead of that? What's your, you know, instead of,
dude,
hey, I'm streaming right now. What's your tip for a content creator?
well, I mean, if you're streaming and jump into someone else's stream, like be genuine about like talking to them. You know, don't bring up the fact that you're stream. For example, okay, there's times where, and I still do it to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because I it's still, and I'm talking about fucking people I know really well. You know what I'm saying? We've been fucking friends since like from Mixer days. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
for example, a friend of mine named Judo Red.
Uh huh.
I've known him since Mixer, and I'll go into his chat sometimes, talk to him and shit. Like, all right, bro, I gotta go. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'll catch you later. Instead of saying, hey man, I'm about to start my stream. It starts in fucking 10 minutes over there on Kick. You should go fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's fucking ways around. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I gotta
Yeah, I
take off,
feel you.
dude. I have a fucking banger stream. I'll catch you later, man. All right, cool, man. And then
Yeah.
that opens up a door though. Sometimes if
Yeah.
they're cool
What
with
are you
you, they're
about
like,
to go
oh,
do?
yeah, what are
Or
you gonna
yeah.
do? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go take care of some stuff. Like, oh, you're gonna start to stream? I'm like, yeah, yeah. I gotta go get stuff
Yeah.
ready for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that goes for the etiquette. It's like you don't go like, yeah, bro, I got about to start my stream in 10 minutes, dude. Live on Kick, kick.com, Big Kenny Gaming. You should go fucking check it out. Like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty insane, man.
Yeah,
It's definitely forced promotion, and I think that's what
yeah,
people don't understand, right? Like people already don't kind of get what it means to promote your stream, so they think that that is networking, but they're promoting their stream. And
uh-huh.
networking and promotion are definitely not the same thing at
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
right?
No,
Like that,
no.
like that's, and I think that's where the new creator gets mixed up, is because they treat networking like it's promoting and they treat promoting like it's networking.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're just running around and commenting on everybody's posts, like "Yo, I'm going live soon, join up," like that's not really networking, bro. You're promoting your
No.
stream. You know, you're
I,
going around and promoting your stuff.
yeah, I feel like the best way to network is like if you you know what I'm saying, if you find someone who's plays Call of Duty, right? And then you see their post on Twitter or a clip or something like that, like, oh man, like, yeah, what rank are you? Or yeah, what's your loadout? What's your build on this gun, man? Like, I would like to know. And then
Initiate conversation.
yup, and then start to chat. And next thing you know, like, hey man, like, I've streamed this day and this day. Are you free? And like, oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Or jump in my DMs, dude. We should talk about, saying running some games together. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Instead of
yeah,
saying like, oh yeah, well you can fucking pop into my stream when I stream tomorrow, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So there's just ways to go about it. And like I said, if you just find that common ground that you have, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Final Fantasy,
Streaming.
streaming, yeah, streaming in
Yeah.
general. You know what I mean? If you like, if that person does just chatting and you do too, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, like, what topics do you talk about? If you don't mind me asking, like, sometimes I just don't even know what to talk about. You know what I mean? Or do you have like a method Do you write a list? You know what I'm saying? Do you use AI? Do you do it freehand? Do you just like, you know what I mean? Like, I would like to know
What
if you
is it
have
that you
time.
do to make your
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
better? Yeah.
Or I like that topic you're talking about, you know what I mean? That's pretty cool. Or just there's ways, you know what I'm saying, instead of being like, oh yeah, fuck it. So my stream starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. You should check it out. Like, what the fuck, man?
I
That
think
should
that
be
goes. Go ahead.
well,
My
that
bad.
that should be the type of stuff that you post on your shit. Like if you're on Twitter,
Yeah.
you make that post. Like I'm going live tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And then when it goes to networking, you know what I'm saying, you find that common ground with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You follow them, they follow you and whatnot. And to throw this in there real quick, not everybody you follow is gonna follow you, and not everyone who follows you, you have to follow back.
Yeah.
You don't
That's
fucking
yeah.
have to. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I
Is
think.
it cool? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're preaching though, brother. I feel you
But you
there,
do
man.
not, they don't owe you shit. You don't owe them a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? You might like my Call of Duty content. I don't like your Apex content. I'm not gonna follow you. I don't like Apex. I had a bad experience. I'm sorry, dude, but I just
Yeah.
don't want Apex in my time feed. Or my,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in my feed.
Yeah.
And that's
I feel
okay.
that.
And vice versa. If I like your fucking Grand Theft Auto shit, but you don't like my Call of Duty shit, then that's fine. But I love your fucking Grand Theft Auto. This shit's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Facts, man.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
facts. Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying?
that,
It's
that
you
that's a big thing that goes into like expectations. Like you need like curb them expectations, man. Like with everything. And that's even with the comparing yourself to other people and all of that. It's all about those expectations that people have on themselves. And it's like, oh yeah, they expect to hit because someone else hit, or they expect, hey, I followed you, you should follow me. But bro, this isn't a
Yep.
follow for follow chain. This isn't a,
Yep.
this isn't a cross, like support does not equal networking, just like
Hmm.
promotion doesn't equal networking. Like all of these things are different from each other, and we have to be able to know what the differences are. Like if you're supporting a creator, then support them. Don't support them just because that's your form of networking. Like don't
Yeah,
support
yeah,
someone just so you can promote yourself later on. Like that's super weird. Like I know it's unfortunate, but it is.
yeah.
It's weird, and you're forcing yourself on people. And there's so many other ways to do that, right? Like there's so many other
Yes.
ways to do that.
Yeah, what follow for follow is gonna get you is a lot of followers.
Yeah.
That's it. It's gonna get you, 5,000 followers, but the people who fuck with you is gonna be your 10 views. Which is, don't get me wrong, this is fucking absolutely amazing. But then you see it, you're like, how does this guy have 10 views on this video, but he has fucking 5,000 followers?
Yep. It's because he's
You
been
know what I'm
doing
saying?
follow for the last year and a half.
Follow for follow.
And now he's follow. Like, it, I feel like if you could see the ratio of people you're following on like Twitch and stuff like that, like versus how many are following you, I think that would
Hmm.
kind of help a lot of people in their brain too, because those vanity metrics do matter to people in that way, right? Where you
Yeah.
have people that'll straight ego some people and just not follow back because they're like, bro, I'm not going over 600, follow. I'm not following over 600 people, which isn't really egoing, but it is a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not egoing, but it is a little bit. But I think the bigger the creator you are, or the more substantial of an audience you have, even like that potential to ego has to kind of go up, because you got to watch the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because
That's it.
sometimes the people can tear you down, right? And
Oh, definitely.
that's the bad side of networking, is when you try to network with people and then you're playing with someone and then all of a sudden they just drop an F-bomb and you're like, oh my god, I've never played with
Hmm.
this dude before, I had no idea his community is super toxic, I didn't even know that before, now I got to try to now you're trying to cover up stuff with your own community. Like that's why it's important to really like even vet the people that you're trying to network with, and actually watch their streams so you know what type of creator they are
Yep.
before you
Yep.
try to do things like,
Yep.
because
And that's happened to me as far as like finding somebody random to bless with, like, say like if I have like 30
oh
viewers, right? And you're just like, you know what, man, like I don't have anybody on, or if do have somebody on stream right now, they're big creators. So it's like they have 100 people in there, like, let's bless somebody who has one fucking viewer, man, or zero.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'll go and I've seen somebody and I was like, and I watch first. I always watch first, man. Because I was watching the dude, and sure as shit, like you said, dropped the fucking F bomb, and I'm like, oh yeah, nope, fuck, nope, that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, And so you that's another thing too. You got to watch who you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Um, Another good quote dude, was by fucking Waka Flocka. You know what I'm saying? If there's a snake in
Okay.
the grass, cut that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, bro, you gotta
Facts.
watch. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone has the you're the best in, or what's it?
Your
Not everyone
best
has the
interest in mind. Yeah.
best interest in mind.
For
You know what I'm
real. That's
saying?
true. That's
And
true, man.
and also too, they might be watching your shit, but they don't like your shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're just
I think
watching.
I I think that's what analytics show a lot too. You post something on Twitter and you see that it get 150 views, but it got 7 likes, one comment. You're like, oh, okay, so they're watching me.
Hmm.
They don't want to support me though. They want to watch me from a distance.
Yeah. And, and
There's
my
nothing wrong
thing.
with the lurkers, right?
No,
Though
yeah,
there's
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
wrong with
Okay,
that.
so there's also nothing wrong with that, and there's also nothing wrong with, like, so for example, me. Okay, I have three young kids, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, an 8-month old, my
Okay.
wife. You know what I'm saying, and stay at home dad at the moment, and so trying to watch a stream while kids are like, hey, can I have a snack? You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
baby's crying, I gotta feed the baby, and try to not only listen, but if you type in the chat, like, hey man, like, how are the games? And then your baby starts crying, and well, you didn't hear what he said, his response.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, man, that I fuck with, I'm like, I might not always drop into your fucking stream, man, but I will always fucking support you. You fucking post a Twitter feed, I'm fucking there. You
Yeah.
post a fucking YouTube short, I'm there. And if I don't see it, bro, don't be scared to send that shit to me.
Yeah.
DM that shit to me,
Facts.
man. Because sometimes, like, if I like other shit, it might not come up my feed. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to give
Truth.
view on it and a like on it, and I will comment on it, let me know. Don't be scared. Like,
Yeah.
hey, Big Kenny, hey, Big, can you fucking check out this video? And if you like it, you like it, and say something on the, yeah, got you, man.
Yeah.
Say less, bro. You know what I mean? I
Facts.
can't always pop into your stream, but I will fucking always support you. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
I can,
That
whenever I can.
And that's a big way too, right there. That's another form of that networking. Like, man, if I feel like if we are all creators and if we have that type of follow, like we like how me and you follow each other, right? Like we know each, like we've talked before this too. Like it's not like we just did this because it was just this. Like
Yeah.
we've been in a couple of calls before. We played some games together and all of that stuff, right? It's like, and then I think the other day you were like, "Bro, I saw you fucking saw my video. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like you should be able to fuck with your people like that,
Yeah,
yo. Like
yeah.
you should. You shouldn't be scared to share your. You shouldn't be scared to promote yourself to the people that are also promoting themselves, that know that you're doing the thing. Like we're all in this together. Like that's the way that it is. Like we're all in this together. Like, and sometimes, like you just said, nah, I don't see people shit because what I might like is different from the thing that you might post. So the algorithms don't be like, let's throw this over here, let's throw that over there. So just be like, hey yo, what's up, man? Like, like how you doing? Like, oh, I just made this new post, check this out or whatever. Even getting some people together, that you all share each other's shit. All of that stuff does work, right? Like that
Yeah.
does work in that manner. Like the follow for follow isn't the thing, but the support for support is way better than the follow for follow. Because that's what
Yes. Yeah,
people
yeah.
think a follow for follow is. It's not support. It's empty actually. It's super
Yeah.
empty. You end up looking like a bot account. Like that's what
Yep.
I've seen is a bot account, right? Like
Yeah.
like you just said, someone got 100,000 followers somehow, but every time they stream, it's never over 5 viewers. Like, bro,
Yep.
okay, like that, like you should probably make a new account, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because you're not chalked, but it's gonna be hard for you to get out of that range, brother, because everyone's gonna always be like, what's going on here? Why is there
Yeah. Yeah.
only
Yeah.
5 people? Why is there only 5 people? I do it if I see somebody with a lot of with a lot of followers, and then I see them stream multiple times, and I'm like, wait a minute, like what's going on? Unless it's like, oh, I didn't stream for like 3 years, and then I just came back to streaming, so I got to get my audience back. I understand stuff like that,
Oh
shit
yeah. Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
But when you're just like, don't make yourself a bot account,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah. Yeah.
please.
And that's
That,
another thing too that I live by too, or I tell people, you know what I'm saying, they're like, hey man, I'm sorry I didn't make it to your stream last night. I'm like, whoa, hold the fuck, hey, don't fucking ever apologize.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got a life too, motherfucker. I appreciate your support 100%. But you are not fucking. There's no obligation for you to pop in my stream. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make it, you can't make it. I understand that you got a family, you got a job, you got school. You know what I'm saying? You got
yeah,
shit to do. Like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Today's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? You know, us Mexicans, you know, we got to clean on Sundays and shit. So I had to clean the house, I had to do my chore, whatever it is, man. Like, don't ever. I've told somebody, man, and I clipped it too. I actually used to have it in my intro at one point, and it's like, don't ever
Oh,
apologize for not making it, man. You know what I'm saying?
nice.
I
Yeah,
understand that you got a life. Whenever you
exactly.
could pop in, man, you can pop in, and I appreciate the fuck out of that. You know what I mean? Even if someone pops in like, hey man, what's up, man? I just wanted to stop and say what's up. I hope you have an amazing stream. I got work at unfortunately hell early tomorrow, and I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't stay. Dude, appreciate you, man. Get some sleep. Have a good day at
Yeah,
work. You know what I'm saying?
facts,
It's
facts, man.
you're not. It's not. There's no obligation in to stay in anybody's stream. You know what I mean?
That's really where I think that's another thing that is a good thing to talk about. It's kind of streamer entitlement or content creator entitlement at some point where people really do think that like yo, like they be like yo, where the hell were you in my stream, or like
Yep.
how come you didn't show up, or like we were even just saying, right? You're not supporting me, but that's okay with friends. But just to say that to someone random, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, did you know I posted this video? Like, bro, that's crazy. Or to see someone post a video and then you post your video under their video on Twitter. Now, I've seen people
Oh
do that, you know?
shit.
That shit's crazy. Like, they'll post a clip and then they'll be like, oh, here's my clip of that clip, like under their clip. Like, whoa, that's crazy.
I've only seen. I'm sorry. I've only seen like a handful of times, but I have seen it.
Bro, I've seen that. I think that shit is insane, man. Anything
Insane.
like that is crazy. Like the lack of boundaries, and like we even said, the lack of streamer etiquette right there is just it's kind of wild to just be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, I did what you did, but better, right? Like,
Yep.
it's one thing if you like take someone else's video and put it into your video, and you're like, yo, they did this, and that's where I got the inspiration to do this, or like, yo, I'm shitting on streamers or something like that. You know, people always do all that type of
Yeah.
content, right? They always do that. Like, that's fine, but don't go, don't go and posting your links in other people's chats unless they ask you to. Like that, like it's just, man, I don't know, boundaries,
Yeah.
etiquette. It's something that seems like it should be easy, but it's not, right? The creator common sense of like regular common sense, it's just not common, you
Yeah.
know.
And then it makes you think like, damn man, like how the hell were you raised, bro? Like that should just be you. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't ready for that, but yeah, you're right.
You know, like how like I don't understand. So you think that's okay to come into my chat and fucking say that you're live right now and here's my link.
Yeah,
So you're telling me that you go over to fucking, you know what I'm saying, Joe's house and fucking just start pissing in his fucking living room? Like
that's
what the
funny.
who the fuck raised you, bro? Like that you don't do that. You're not gonna go to someone's house and fucking, you know what I'm saying, just dig into their fucking fridge because you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, like there's people that comfortable, but it's like it's still, dude, like I'm comfortable with fucking a lot of good friends, but I would still ask, like, hey man, like you have something, can I get something to drink? Like, oh yeah,
yeah,
of course, man, go
exactly.
grab it. You don't even have to ask. Like, nah, bro. Like that's not how I was raised, man. I'm gonna always
Yeah,
ask. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like even if you having a party, man, and I know there's beers that are like, hey man, can I grab a beer? Like, yeah, motherfucker, that's why I bought it. Like, I know, bro, but like the way I was raised, like I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
Like, well,
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
make sure it's
yeah,
good.
man.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
there is.
bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I
respect. It's just a
yeah,
respect thing, right?
yeah, and
Respect is not something given; it's earned.
mhm. And some people just
So
don't have it, or they just not, they weren't taught that, or they just don't give a fuck. I don't know what it is, and it's like
no
I
home
don't
training.
understand. Yeah, and I've checked people, and there was one person that came into my YouTube stream, and he was like, "Oh hey man, like oh yeah, oh I'm live right now." I was like, dog, that's a fucking no man. Like I don't understand how you think that's okay. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of new to streaming." Like, I think he was a young kid. He was like
Uh,
15,
oh,
16.
okay, okay.
He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, no, no, no. Listen, okay. Like, I get it. Okay, you're new. You're young. That's a
Excited.
no. Yeah, yeah. That's a fucking no, man. That's not cool in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Like, it's an etiquette that you just don't do. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I was like, no, you're good. You're good. It's a learning lesson. It's a learning moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? And if you want to take it. And if you want to say fuck you and just go on to the next stream and drop your link, then that's on you. But that's not cool in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's that's a really good point. It's I don't I don't know what it's called, but oh. Basically, I've seen streamers who allow stuff like that happening, right? Like they end up allowing stuff like that to happen, and they just become a walking billboard,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, right? Like because that is what their community is built off of, is just like being a billboard, letting anybody come in and say anything and doing anything, and then they're just constantly on their page, like sharing things all the time. Like that's not bad, you know what I mean? None of that is
Yeah.
bad, but it's just like, like let's take a breath. You know what I mean? Let's take a breath. Let's let a little bit breathe. You got If there's no boundaries, that's when chat takes over you, right?
Yeah.
Like even a streamer like Queso or Jinxie or any of these other streamers that their main content is their audience, their fan base, kind of making fun of them in a way, right? Like they do that thing that we were just talking about at the beginning that you do, right? The Eminem thing, taking it away
Yep.
from them, right? Like they lean into it, right? Jinxie, he rage baits everybody like, oh my god, I'm not this, I'm not that, or he gets mad at people making AI profile pictures of him and shit. But then all of his alerts are the pictures that people make of him in the first place. So it's like, it's like, bro, you're doing the thing. Like you're
Yeah.
doing the thing, right? Same with Queso. People will just talk about him or just say all these random things, and he just goes back and forth with chat, and he makes it more interactive in that way. So like people that get like some people get scared to interact with chat. Some people are nervous to interact with chat because chat is brutal and vicious and they're
They definitely,
monsters.
yeah, they definitely can be, man. There's people out there that just, you know what I'm saying. They just want to try to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying, and get that, or get that, like that rage. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
rage
the
type of
rage
shit.
is real. They want the
The fuck out
rage
of here,
bait is
motherfucker!
real.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they clip it and they make it their own content. Like, look at this fucking asshole. Like, I mean, this guy rage, like, fucking called him fat and shit. And
That's so true.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, you know what I mean? So that's why, like, I just fucking,
Damn, I didn't
I
think
don't give him
about
that.
that.
You know what I mean? And,
Nah,
and
yeah,
I've had, cause like I'll mess around, I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, you're a fucking little bitch, you mother. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
like, you're mad. I'm like, there's no one mad. I'm just joking. Dude. I don't give a fuck what you. I don't give a shit, dude.
Like,
You know
bro, I
what I
don't know
mean?
you. Why would I care what you said?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm fat. No fucking way. I don't have a camera and a mirror, or I don't have mirrors in my house. I never knew. Oh my god. No way. You're the first person that's ever told me that. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you're on the wrong chat if you're looking for someone to fucking try to rage. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's a good point though. That's a
You know what I
good
mean?
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, people only have as much ammunition as you give them for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like that's real. I feel that. I feel that. Um, that's real, yo. Okay. I think one of the last things that we could talk about is how to get brand deals and advertising and all that good stuff, yo. My guy Big Kenny is a specialist
Mm.
when it comes to brand deals and stuff like that. Kenny, why don't you actually let us know some of those deals that you have under your belt?
I got a couple. I got a couple companies that I'm affiliated with.
Yeah,
One of them I'm partnered
affiliated with.
with. Yeah, yeah. So let's start off there. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
So okay. So the affiliates are, you know what I'm saying, F3 Energy, Go V Lights, Zydex PCs, um, what's the other one? Lumia Stream, which is the main thing I use in this my stream for all my lights and stuff like that, and like my
Oh,
commands. Um, And then a new one was my IEMs, which is Linsol. And then the partnership is Elgato.
okay.
So, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning when before we started the stream, is
Yeah.
that I seen a post and I'm thankful for this big creator who talks about it, because there's big creators who have knocked it.
Mm,
It's affiliate, being an affiliate, because there's a difference between
okay.
being an affiliate and being partnered.
Yes.
So affiliate, when you're affiliated with the company, they give you a code. Okay. You don't get paid, they don't pay you. They give you a code, you make money off of that code. So when people use your code or use your affiliate link, they give you like a 5, sometimes 10%, so depending on the company, on what they purchase. And so a lot of big creators I've seen, they're just, or even like small creators and medium creators, just creators in general, they're just too good for affiliate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like a great uh movie that I watched based off a true story is the person who created Hot Cheetos.
Oh, okay. I want to see that. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh my God. You know, and that's the first time I've ever heard it. I didn't know. I never knew nothing about the guy or his story, nothing like that. I never
Okay.
knew how Hot Cheetos were made and stuff like that. So he's a Latino working, you know what I'm saying, trying to find a job. He ended up at Frito Lay, working on the fucking the belt, the line.
Okay.
And he was just trying to find ways to make money for his family, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's thought about making something different and taking, you know, trying different recipes with chips and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, Latin community loves that fucking spice, you know what I'm saying? That hot ooh
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And so he's like trying to put spice and spice and spice and he different, just different things. And finally he hit it, man, and he sold it. He like pitched it to Frito Lay's and they're like, nah, 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 nah. And then finally Frito's like, all right, yeah, I guess we'll try it out. You know what I mean? And it didn't work. And he's like, nah, bro, you're putting it in the wrong community. Put it in the fucking the Mexican community, not in, you know what I'm saying? Like not
Oh, yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You're putting in the wrong community. And
Yeah.
they're like, all right, all right. And so sure as shit, it hit, man. And he sold the fucking the recipe to them. And you know what I'm saying? He fucking
Dang.
multimillionaire.
That's crazy.
You know, and so it that goes back to the affiliate thing. It's like if you can't start off at the bottom, if you think you're too good at being the fucking janitor, you know what I'm saying? Then how do you expect to be the fucking CEO? Like how do you expect to get experience under your belt working with the company? You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think you're too good to be an affiliate for a company and have a code and try to fucking push that product, stuff like that. When that
Yeah.
company sees that you're doing your thing, you're like, hey man, like last month you got a lot of sales, and you know what I'm saying? And or the month before that, and this month has been picking up, and holy shit, like, hey, you know what, man? Like the fucking DM me, let's talk about maybe even partnering. And that's when the deals come in, like, hey, we'll pay you this much per month. You got to post this one video, one picture, you know, one post a month, and then we'll give you so much, and then we'll even send you like a case, so let's say F3, a case of energy drink a month, on top of
Yeah.
you getting paid, on top of you making money for
Yeah.
your commission.
Yeah, that's all W's right there.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's this big creator was like, don't ever think you're too fucking good to be an affiliate. You got to start somewhere. You got to have experience under your belt to show a company that, you know what I'm saying, that you're an asset. Because when you become an affiliate, man, and you're just not, you're just like, you just have a code,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're like, oh, I'm not partner. Well, yeah, no shit, man. You're not an asset to the fucking company. You got to show them something.
Truth.
You know what I'm
Show
saying?
show them what you got.
Show them what you got. If you're not making the company money, then then you're just blowing smoke up their ass. And you're just wasting their time, wasting your time on top of that. You know what I mean? And that goes back to shooting your shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big person about shooting your shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way I landed Elgato, and by all means, I don't have a huge following. I don't have, you know, 20,000 followers on, you know what I'm saying, across all platforms and none of that shit.
Yeah.
At the time when I did shoot my shot, I think I had 1,000 on Twitter, maybe
Okay.
a couple, maybe like 500 or 700 or something like that on Kick, uh, 800 or so on YouTube. Like it wasn't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen them post that they were looking to partner some creators. Drop what you got in the comment
Okay.
section, and I was reading the comment section, and I was like, you know what, man? I'm not gonna send, which is don't get me wrong, it's not a bad idea. If that's all you have is to make a nice fucking, hey, my name's Big Kenny. I've been streaming for 6 years. I love your product. I use your product here, 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 and here, and you have to explain it. By all means, you know what I'm saying? Shoot your shot.
Yeah, do what you
But
do.
I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna shoot it like this. I'm gonna be a little more unique. So I sat down and fucking clocked into fucking KFC and started frying, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, let's fuck it.
Hell yeah.
I started putting clips together and playing in the video on how their product powers my stream and adds production value to the stream. how I
Okay.
use my stream decks, how I use my lights and shit like that. And I made the video, put
Okay.
together, and I fucking dropped it, man. I said, here's my pitch. You know what I'm saying? And then that also goes back to what we talked about when sometimes your shit doesn't come across your friends' feeds.
Yeah.
And so I was DMing it to people. I'm like, hey man, can you show some love on here? At bare minimum, just like it.
Yeah.
If you have some kind words, you know what I'm saying, but you don't have to. If you just want to like it, like it. And you know what I'm saying? It popped off, man. You know what I'm saying? And people were showing love on it, and then it started reaching the algorithm from their friends to their friends and their
Mm,
friends, and so on and so forth. And so Gato messaged me like, "Hey man, like we loved your video, and we would love to sit down with you and talk
nice.
business." And I was like, "To fuck and say less," you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the rest was history type of
The
vibe,
rest was
right?
history. Yep. And how I came across and gotten the courage to shoot my shot,
Mm.
and um knowing that not all big companies just look for big creators was
Oh,
by
yes. Very
was
true.
by was by a big creator who went to TwitchCon, and he interviewed big companies and asked them,
Okay.
what do you look for? Do you look for numbers? Do you look for big creators as far as like how many followers they have? Is like, we work with everybody. We work from
Mm,
anywhere from people who have a couple hundred viewers or followers to people with hundreds of thousands.
okay.
And I was like, and I was listening, and by the way, his name is Senpai Gaming on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. I
Yep.
remember you was
And
telling me about this
also,
before.
yes, also known as Harris Howler is his actual name. And they were like, no, we look for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you get a small creator, you hit a different area of the streaming when they might have other small creators come in who don't know who we are, and you bring them
Mm.
in, okay, and we grow together.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
As that small creator grows to a 100 followers, to 200 followers, to 300 followers, to 400 followers, and so on and so forth, well, you're
Yeah.
bringing in different eyes sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, I didn't even like, no way, dude. There's no way that's true.
Like, I
You
didn't even
know?
think about it like that. What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you think that you have to have 100,000 followers, 10,000 followers. You know, a company's not gonna fuck with you because you don't have, you know what I'm saying, 500 viewers in your stream.
Yeah.
Not
And
always like that.
sometimes they don't even want, they not tripping off of that at all.
Nope. Nope.
Damn. Damn, that's crazy. So that
Because
changed how you viewed stuff then. Like once you heard
definitely,
that, you were like, okay, I'm shooting my shot 9 times out of 10.
10 out of 10. If I
Okay,
like,
10 out of 10.
and let me be clear, if I only shoot my shot personally, the companies I fuck with and I like their products and I use their products.
Okay, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I'm not gonna shoot my shot just because I want to try to get some fucking make some money. And at the end of
Yeah,
the day, their fucking products dog shit.
yeah,
They fuck over people. They don't send them their shit. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And I have had, I don't want to, I don't want to fucking sound like an asshole, but I've had companies hit me up like, "Hey man, you know, we like you have, we like your content, stuff like that. We would like to work with you." And I'm like, you know what? Like, unfortunately, like your product doesn't fit like my
My
community
brand type
and
of
my
vibe.
brand.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
just don't feel like my community would gain from what your product is. You know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't even use your product on a day. Like, I'm sorry, but I just not interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so, if I'm gonna shoot my shot, it's gonna be for a company that I
I believe in,
use,
for lack
I
of better
believe
words,
in.
right?
I
Yeah.
like their shit. Their shit is fucking reliable, or they have a nice fucking backing. Like or their community is fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, sorry.
No, you're good.
The only one who I shot my shot, and I didn't try their product because it wasn't in my budget at the time.
Uh-huh.
But they were a really good. They're still a good company, but they were a good company to be like, listen, we'll send you the product. You try it out for the fucking I think they said like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is. You get back to me, tell me how you like it, tell me if it helped, if it didn't help, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Was Gamer Advantage glasses, which is I'm wearing now. I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
and I'm affiliated with them. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, listen, we want you to try it out if you haven't tried it out. We want to make sure it's gonna help you and it works for you. If it doesn't, then you know what I'm saying. You got the glasses, and we'll just go our separate ways.
Oh,
You know what I
that's
mean?
dope.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, you know, what I'm saying I would. 'Cause at the time, I just buy fucking glasses from my eye doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
And I tried it out, and they were like, their thing is that it helps with sleep, which it didn't for me. I have sleep apnea, so that's one thing. It
Uh,
like lightweight, like barely helped. And then the other claim is it helps with headaches, and so I was getting like maybe 2 or 3 headaches a week. And I was like,
okay.
oh, fuck it, okay. Like, this seems kind of cool, like a good, cool product. Like, I'll try it out. You know what I mean? I shot my shot, and they're like, here's the glasses. Let us know if it helped or not. And as crazy it is, man, it fucking helped a shit ton. I barely get any headaches.
Oh, wow, really?
Barely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fucking
That's it.
amazing.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
amazing. What?
You know what I'm
That's
saying? And
amazing.
so that's the only company that I shot my shot where I didn't try their product out. But they were, like I said, they were cool enough to be like, all right, like, here's the product. Let us know.
Damn.
Yeah, but I always shoot my shot at a product that I believe in, or I use, and I know that a community uses or would benefit from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
So definitely.
No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, you broke it down, man. Those are some great tips all the way around. I feel that people get very money hungry. They get very excited, and that's kind of where that term sellout really is, right? When you don't believe in a brand, when you don't believe in a product, when you don't believe in something, but you do the thing anyway just so you can get paid. That's what that sellout
Uh-huh.
thing is, right? And for
Yep.
some people, they are only in it for the money. That's what some people are in it for. That's all they care about. They don't care about whether the thing works for their community or nothing. They're like, nah, they're gonna pay me to do it, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's another place where you kind of have to identify what type of creator, what type of streamer, what type of community you want to build, and what type of brand you want to be represented by whenever you do anything, right? Like if whenever you go into this life, because that's really what it is. Like it's not just, especially if you're not trying to do it as a hobby, right? And whenever you come into this, if you're trying to consistently stay at it, you gotta have you got to have your code of ethics of if you know like these are the things that I'm not going to bend on. Like
Yep.
these are the things that I stand by. These are the things that I will do 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10. Really, you know, like these are the things that I don't want. These are the things that I do want. And like you said, it all is involved with each other as a way to bring support to your community, as a way to bring support to yourself. Like if you're gonna try a supplement and then you try that supplement and it says like you said with the glasses, right? Oh, it's gonna help you sleep better. Well, this shit didn't let me sleep better, right? Like
Yep.
or
Yep.
it's gonna give you more energy. Ah, well, this shit didn't give me more energy. So are you going to really give it to your like to someone else? Like the way you think about it is like would you promote it to your friend, right? If you go
Yeah.
buy a shitty product, you're not gonna go to your friend and be like, yo, hey, go check out this shitty product like that I
Exactly.
just bought. Like that's not gonna happen. So don't do it to your community. I think that's a pretty safe thing to say.
Definitely, definitely. And I tell people that, especially when I'm fucking talking about my glasses. I'm like, listen, it didn't. It they say it helps with sleep and headaches. It did not help me with my sleep. I have sleep apnea. That's not where it fucking helped me out. But
But
it did help me like fucking 90% in the fucking headache department. Like it is
yeah,
fucking why. And it's that thing where you're like, there's no fucking there's no fucking way. And it's sure as shit, man. I was like,
damn,
there's no fucking way. Don't get me wrong, I still get headaches once in a fucking while. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's not fucking perfect. Nothing's fucking perfect.
yeah.
But it did help out a shit ton. I mean, I'm talking about I was having at least fucking 1 to 3 headaches a fucking week.
Oh wow,
You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
was like, yeah, and that's the thing too. Like when you find a product that, like you said too, it fits our community. I'm like, well, people who come in are usually on their cell phones or behind a monitor.
Yep.
okay, or they're a streamer, or they're a fucking content creator. You're staring at a fucking screen that has blue light on it, even though there's blue
Mm-hmm.
light like filters built into some of these monitors that they don't fucking filter out everything.
Yeah.
You're still staring at a monitor for, you know what I'm saying, 6 hours a fucking day or whatever, how long you're streaming or even at work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Creating
Truth.
content.
Truth.
And it's like, that's something I could back. You know what I'm saying? I could back that. I like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. That's real. That's
Yeah.
real. I mean, even like you said, I think when you go for affiliates or sponsorships, brand, any of the things, you want to kind of do it the way people tell you to kind of invest, right, in stocks and stuff, right? They tell you to just start at the things that you use in your day to
Mm-hmm.
day life, yo. So if you go and get, if your entry level mic is something else that most people haven't heard of, not in a bad way. Like, I don't want to say that in a bad way because they have, I think, what is it called? Govi? Is that the mic? Is that what it is?
Govi's lights.
Govi is lights.
Yeah.
What was the mic that you said you had first? What was that?
Oh,
What was
oh,
that?
I don't know, some Amazon mic, man.
No, I know it was just
It was just an Amazon.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Mono,
like
Nano.
like something like that, right? You get you a mono mic, man. You might be able to go holla at mono, right? And they'd be like, hey, hey, here's our little deal that we have for affiliates or whatever.
Yeah,
Start somewhere, right? You can start somewhere. You can start small. You can go big. Where is it at? What else do they have? Like the Control Freaks. I know a lot of people love the Control Freaks, and I think there's another one like Clutch Grips or something like that. I know there's a lot of different stuff out there, and that's the
yeah.
thing too. Be careful because there's a lot of stuff out there, right?
So that's
Let's
where,
talk about the warning signs, brother.
yeah, 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 definitely. And so that I mean, you know what I'm saying, that was one of the or a company like Control Freaks that had hit me up and was like, hey, like, you know, we like your content and stuff like that. We would like to partner with you. And it was partner, man. It wasn't affiliate. It was partner.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what, like, I just don't think you know what I'm saying, your product fits with my community. Not everyone uses those damn grips. Everyone just likes basic fucking controllers,
Facts.
or because all they sold was just the top grip. I forgot the name of the company, which they don't even
Mm.
exist anymore, by the way. So, you know what I'm saying? I dodged that
Yeah.
bullet, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah, dodged it. Shoot.
Yeah. So it was just the little grips that went on top of your, you know what I'm saying, on top of your
Oh,
controller
on
like
top
this.
of this. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So they don't even have like the extensions, and some people like control freaks because they has an extension. These are control freaks. Like, I like control
Yeah,
freaks because you can extend it. But the other
exactly.
company just made the little fucking pads, right? I was like, you know what? Like, I don't
Uh,
see, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's cool, your product's cool and all, but I just don't see us fitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone uses that. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do.
And so I was like, no, no, thank you. And sure as shit, man, they fucking disappeared.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful with some of these things because drop shipping is a real thing. One,
Hmm.
and then what's the other one? I can't think of what the other thing is called. But when they were basically you could just buy anything in bulk nowadays and
Yeah,
just sell it as you want to. Because I know
yeah.
what is that called? I know there's a specific word for it, but my brain is not catching it. But people do shit like that all the time nowadays, and they don't even have the product. Someone else is sending you the product that's really going on, and they just
Hmm.
because some like I know energy. There's a couple of energy supplement companies that are like that they don't really have the energy supplement. They just get it from someone else, and then they are able to just slap their brand on it. So
Uh-huh.
there's like 3 or 4 companies out there that all actually have the same exact ingredients, same flavors, everything, but they all promote
Yep.
it in their own different ways. And then the next thing you know, you're in a freaking Mary Kay commercial. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful out here.
Yeah, yeah, they just put their own logo on it, name it something different, but it's the same exact flavor.
For real, and then
Yep.
it just be like you got pumpkin energy, and then you got spice energy, and they're actually the same.
Same
They're
shit.
actually the same thing. They both get their stuff from supplement company A, and
Yep.
they're you just got to be really careful with all of that because you don't want to get finessed, and you don't want to by proxy finesse your audience, right? Like, because
Yes, yeah,
that's what ends up happening.
and that goes back to like your community. You know what I'm saying? So you partnered with the company, and you're like, hey man, you guys should buy this. This is fucking amazing. These grips. You know what I'm saying? And then people, your community buys them, and the next thing you know, they're out of fucking business. Like, damn, dude, like, did you even think about like the company you were trying to partner with, or what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I was just trying to, yeah, I just, yeah, I thought they were good stuff. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
That's very
sometimes
true.
sometimes some of your community members start questioning, you know what I'm saying, your shit, and
Your validity.
yeah, yeah. And so that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, nah, yeah, it's thank you, but no
Not wor-
thank you.
Yeah, it's not worth it at the end of the
Nah,
day.
no,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I agree. I agree,
Yeah,
man.
and you know, not the like you said, going back to like just a money grab. Like, oh well, if I have 10
Mm-hmm.
people buy it, you know what I'm saying, and I can make a little bit of cash. It's like, nah, dude, like that's not what I'm about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
This
rather
it's the thing that I'm trying to build is bigger than that, right? Like
yes, yeah,
that's what it really comes down to is you have to live in the moment, of course, but you always have to think about the future and the next step and where that next step could possibly lead you.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. You know what I mean? And then that just a kind of like an off branch of like of that, kind of going back to like we're talking about streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, there's one thing too that I want to definitely want to touch on real quick is that
Okay.
a lot of people listen. If you want to stream as a hobby, remember how you said just a hobby,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly okay. But don't go crying on Twitter or your Instagram stories that you're not growing.
Yes. Yes. I agree
By all
so
me,
much.
I've seen it. I've seen it, and I will go to your page. I will see you cry. I will see the tear on my fucking feed, and I'll go to your your Twitter and click on your link tree or the whatever you have on your thing, and I go to your YouTube channel, and there's one fucking short from 3 months ago. Or I click on your Instagram, and there's fucking 5 videos. Last one was posted 1 month ago.
Yeah.
I go to your TikTok. TikTok has spider webs all over the motherfucker. It's like, well, bro, yeah, no shit, you're not fucking growing. You're not posting advertisement. That's what
Or you
content
go to their
is.
link tree and you click the link and it's broken.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah. It's
my god, don't get me started on that shit, bro.
like,
Like,
bro, what the
what
fuck
the
is
fuck are
this?
you doing? Yeah, you don't even
And
want to grow, bro. You don't even
yeah,
care. Like,
I. That's one thing
you
too.
worked on one video and it didn't
Yeah,
hit, so you stopped. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I will straight tell you because like I've hosted out to people and like I'm like, hey man, like I like your stream, I like your content. I was lurking for a little bit, and here's the host. And then I'm like, I'll drop you a follow on your socials. You know what I mean? And I'll go to their Instagram link on Kick. And it's like, I don't know if you know this, man, but this shit's broken. It didn't take me anywhere.
Anywhere.
And they're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. And your YouTube link and your Instagram link and your Twitter.
Like,
Like, nothing's
oh
working.
yeah, I forgot I changed my name 3 years
Yeah.
ago. Like, bro, so
Yeah.
you just haven't had your right links for 3 years in this bitch?
I'm
Like,
like,
that stuff is
bro,
crazy.
dude, that's one thing like, I'm everywhere. I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I have a YouTube, Kick. Even though I don't stream very often on Twitch, I have a Twitch. I have a fucking Facebook page.
Yeah, yep,
Which
yep.
I try to post. I try to remember to post on there. I have a Discord. Like I'm fucking everywhere. Like
Everywhere.
you never know what's gonna hit or what's gonna pop off. What's the
How does that
next?
song go? Any way you want it,
Yeah.
that's the
What's
way
the
it
next?
be. Yeah,
The next Vine. You know what I'm saying? When
yeah,
Vine was popping, but then
exactly.
it died. Like you never know what's gonna hit and then
Yeah.
what's gonna die. You
You
know what I
never
mean?
know what the next TikTok is really gonna be, yo. For
Exactly,
real, for
exactly.
real.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to like that goes back to what I was trying to say is like it's a business. If you don't want to if you don't want to stream, if you don't want to you want to do it as a hobby, that's okay. But you got to make sure you treat it as a business if you're going to try to grow.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the fucking day, even though you don't want to call it a business, you fucking file taxes on your goddamn fucking money you make.
yeah, facts.
That's a fucking business. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck
truth.
what you say. That is a fucking business. People donate to you, they sub to you, you make money, you have to file the fucking taxes. You are a fucking business.
Yeah, truth, truth. You're
You know
spitting.
what I'm saying? And some people are like, well, it's not a. I don't want to treat it as a business. Well, then don't go on Twitter and cry that you're not growing and you're not
Yeah,
making money.
yeah. Because The only thing you make money from is things that you work at. So, buddy, if
Mm-hmm.
you ain't trying to work at nothing, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yep.
It's definitely one of those areas, and it's not a. I think it shouldn't be as sensitive of a topic as it is,
Yeah.
right? To
Yeah.
even tell
Yep.
people that, like, to even tell people to stop complaining in the first place seems like it's wild for people to be so mad about. And the fact that people will complain about it is also something that I find mind-boggling. I hate when people be like, "Yo, I had to delete this video and re-upload it and all this other stuff." It's like, bro, what are you doing these things
Yeah.
for? Like, that
Yeah.
hurts you so much more than it helps you. YouTube has already said it, yo. Anytime you delete a video, it deletes that connection to anybody that has gone to that video, right?
Yep.
Same with if you have if you private it or any of that stuff. Anything you do, that connection to that person is now null and void, buddy. So you
Yep.
want to continue to post. You want to be consistent. That I mostly see the young, the younger crowd, like 20 and under. Like people that are like just now turning 20 and under, they're always deleting all their posts and like
Mm-hmm.
making everything seem like it's a new thing on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever it is. They're like, I'm gonna delete every post that I have, and then I'm gonna make a brand new. It looks like I
Yeah.
have a new post. I only have 5 pictures up. I only have 3. It's like, guess what? That gives brands absolutely zero to go on when they want to work
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Like all of that stuff. It's like you're supposed to use these things like a portfolio. Like your
That's
Instagram is
yeah.
supposed to be your portfolio. Your TikTok is a content place, and then your YouTube or your Twitch or whatever is your main source. Like if you're
Yeah.
not funneling these things, you're not gonna ever get the thing that's at the bottom, right? And what's at the bottom of the funnel is someone becoming a like someone actually subbing or someone actually, you actually being able to create revenue off of the thing that you want to do. I think basically because the business that I do is I help other small businesses basically get online and do all their stuff and all of that. But what I always tell small businesses is, it's all about like the know, like, trust system, right? You want people to know you, then you want them to like you, and then you want them to trust you. And then once they have all of those things under the bag, like they're gonna they're down to ride. Like they're gonna ride. They're gonna buy your merch. They're gonna buy your stuff. They're gonna sub to you. They're going to become a channel member. Whatever it is that you want them to do, as long as they know you, as long as they like you, and as long as they trust you, they will be able to do that. But the only way that you can get them to do those 3 things is by doing all those other things that we've been talking about in this stream so far, right? It's
Yep.
like if
Yep.
you're not doing literally all of it, then they're not gonna do all of it for you either. Like no Diddy, but that's just not what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And then that's like you said. Like if you don't have any, like, okay, if you're good, if you're gonna if you're gonna try to partner with the company and you expect the company to pay you, or you know what I'm saying, you got to
yeah,
make content, right? Because
yeah,
because I don't know if some of you know this. So when you partner with the company, they hit you with a contract and like, listen, in the contract, one video a month, one post a month, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, you know what I'm saying. And then we'll send you stuff, and then you have to make content on it. But if your fucking pages don't show that you could make content, then how the fuck are they supposed to want to work with you? It's
yeah.
like, well, you're not showing us that you could actually produce a good video. So like, are you even good for us? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, you want free shit, but are you good for us? Are you gonna bring us business? And you know what I'm saying? That goes back to like why I was like, I didn't want to explain myself. Let me show you what I can do to you for you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and that's why I think I think 3 things are kind of needed. Uh, I guess we can like end it here because we've been going for a while now. We've talked about a lot of stuff, so I think this is a good way to kind of end it. Like 3 things I think, and then you can give 3 things that you think maybe you need a creator may need, or just kind of capitalize on the things that I say if you agree with what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But I think the first thing is a media kit. Like you need a media kit. That media kit is gonna let people know basically the quick TLDR, right? You need that TLDR of who you are. Too long don't read is what that stands for if people don't know. But you need that TLDR for yourself. Someone can look at this and be like, "Oh, this is Big Kenny He streams on this platform. He has a social media on these platforms. He does this and he does that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, you got all the information that you need about who Big Kenny is as a streamer, as a content creator, the following that he has. It's real quick and fast. You get it. And then the next thing I think is like something that a lot of people don't think about as much, but I call it a press kit. That's usually what it's called. And that's when you have your logo, like in a Google Drive or a folder somewhere. You have your logo, you have a headshot picture, you have an intro video if you have one, or a about me video if you have one. And just all those type of things in one place. So that way, when brands, because sometimes brands ask for stuff like that, especially if they want to showcase you on their page. They'll be like, "Do you have a press kit?" And then you'll have to send them your shit, and then they'll take the picture that you got in there. So if you got a picture like you with your phone out and you're going like this, like that's the picture they're gonna use, buddy. Like that's the picture they're gonna use. So a press kit is also super duper important. I think I think maybe it could be a number one, but it's not a number one because if you don't have a media kit, there's no reason for you to have a press kit because they're not even gonna go. They usually won't even get to the press kit area until you have that first one down. And then I guess the one that you could actually say is the easiest and the last one that I'm going to say, and also maybe the most important, and that's a link tree, baby. If you don't have some type of link tree, I think you're just slipping, period.
Yeah.
I think you don't want to be a content creator if you don't have any type of thing that is funneling people from one place to another. There's just no way that you want to create content. If I go to your link tree and one of those links is broken, like there's no way that you want to be a content creator. There's no way you want to be a streamer and I click your link tree and I click your thing and then your stream is broken.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. That's happened more times than I think it should have for people that are content creators, especially with having an org. And I'm always looking at people's stuff. They send me their link trees and your link is broken. What the hell is that? I don't even know who you are now. That's almost going to end the conversation right there. Because I'm like, bro, you don't stay on top of your stuff.
And that shows, that you're not organized. You're not checking your stuff. You're not making sure everything's working. You're not making sure, like, if you change your name, that you change your link tree and stuff like that. And I agree. All three of them are absolutely amazing. So I knocked two of those out with one website.
Okay.
It's called Beacons.
Yep.
Okay.
You showed me Beacons as well. Yeah.
So
shout out to my guy Big Kenny.
Is like Linktree, so you can link all your social medias to it, and then also they have a feature with you can add your press kit. So it takes all your information. It shows all the regions where people liking it, if it's male or female, the age group, your reach, your click through rate, and
everything.
Everything, and it breaks it all down. So when in a company, if a company like, here's my beacons, which is my media kit, here's my media kit, and they can go through and see that your age groups between 20 and 30 years old,
exactly,
mostly males, mostly North America, mostly coming from YouTube or mostly coming from Instagram, stuff like that, and then they can work with you that way. You know what I'm saying? And so to stay on top of stuff like that is absolutely, definitely, because if you don't have, if a company goes and clicks on your shit and it's not working, you're just like, well, this guy's not on top of his stuff, so why the fuck should we even to work with him? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no facts. It is big facts.
yeah, definitely. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So knock two birds out with one stone on that one.
Two birds, one stone, baby. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, guys, check out. I think it's beacons.ai. I think that's what the website is.
I think so too. It's something like that.
Yeah, and it's magnificent, man. Like I said, Kenny. Like I saw when I first saw Big Kenny and me and him first started talking, I saw that he had a beacons. I think I even asked you like, "Yo, what is this?" And you were like, "Bruh, check it out." And then I checked it out, and I was like, "Oh, this is fire!" And now that's what I use for everything. I use it for my Vain Esports stuff. I use it for my personal stuff, and I use it for my Marvel Bros stuff. Any of the content that I do, I'm using beacons, baby, because it just works. You link all your stuff. You can even have your own stream stuff pop up on the beacons. Like it is one of the most in-depth things to do. And I think something that I guess I'll say yeah. So I would say everybody should probably check their stuff quarterly. Like even if you haven't changed your name or anything, you should always be checking everything because sometimes you might have pinned a video or did something and you want to just check your stuff quarterly, baby. Every three
Yeah,
months, check it. You know, like when it's every new year, check it at the beginning of the year. Change it up, and then every 3 months, you just want to stay on top of your stuff. Not necessarily changing it up, but just making sure everything is good. Making sure when you go to all your stuff, it's the same. And yeah, man, that's like those are really essential.
definitely, definitely. I opened up my web browser and I messed up my video. So
It
yeah,
started crumping.
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's beacons.ai.
Okay, bet.
Yeah,
Yeah, so definitely check that out, chat. Definitely check that out. Anybody that's tuning in with this, wherever you're tuning in with it at, make sure you guys go and make you a Beacon AI for sure.
definitely, definitely.
All right, my guy. What are your final thoughts, my guy, before we get up out of this G thing? Any last words that you want to give to the newborn creators out there, or any creator that is just on their journey at the beginning of it?
Yeah, yeah. What we touched earlier, just take it step by step. You know what I'm saying? One day at a time. You know what I'm saying? One stream at a time, one post at a time. It's not gonna all come at once. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are creators out there that were able to hit and got lucky,
Extremely lucky.
extremely lucky. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of work and effort, um, putting into your not only your stream, your production value, but your content. You know what I'm saying? If you could hook people with your content and then bring them over, like, oh, I seen your video, man. You know what I'm saying? I loved your video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here on your stream.
Yeah, that's the best thing I think that's the best thing that you could hear, right? As a creator, is that
Yes.
someone came from somewhere else for your content. Like, yo, bro, I saw your video, I saw your Twitch or not your Twitch, I saw your TikTok, I saw something, and now I'm here. Once you have the transference of one place to another, that's how you know you're starting to really cook. I like
Yep.
that's when you've leveled up one level, right? You're like, okay, bloop, I have leveled up because someone has went to my Twitter and followed me, or went to my Instagram and followed me, and now they want to stay up to date with all of my stuff that I do, and that's like a rite of passage, I think, as a content creator.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And then, yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you, brother. This was awesome. You definitely are a very knowledgeable person when it comes to this content creation game. And I think more people, as the time goes on, as we continue to do these, and this being like the first episode of whatnot, like I think people will really come back to this and be like, damn, that man Kenny was spitting. You know what I mean? That man Kenny was spitting, yo. And you definitely were spitting, bro. We've been talking about doing something like this for a little while as well, so it was definitely dope to have you come by as our first guest here, man. And I hope that we can have you back sometime.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm glad you invited me and I'm glad I'll be here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Hell yeah.
definitely. Whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, man, well, this will be a series with just me and you. Don't play.
Hey,
No
shit. You
more
know what I'm saying?
guests. No more guests.
That's it.
Only Big Kenny.
We're cutting in. No one else is invited.
No one else. This is a party for two. But hell yeah, man. We definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in with us as well, wherever you're watching this or listening to this at, whether you're checking it out on YouTube on the replay, or if it's on whatever podcast app you may be using at this particular time, whatever you're at, wherever you're doing on the replay, on the live play, we appreciate everybody. This is the first episode, and there will be more episodes to come, as well as more content to come from Vain Esports and Vain Media as well. So I definitely hope everybody enjoys it. Let me know any of your thoughts, your theories, your questions. And of course, don't hesitate to send us any questions about what's going on with your streaming or anything like that. And something that I do want to do with maybe episode 2 of VaiNTalk is have these things called brand audits, where you guys are able to send us maybe fill out a form or something, add all your links to it or whatever, and then we're able to kind of go through your profile and help you know what you could do better, where you might be lacking at, or just a little bit something like that, just to help all the creators understand that it's really important to maybe have the same name on all profiles, or, like these small things that can just really could take you to the next level. So I definitely want to get into that within episode 2, and I hope we can do that with you. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Big Kenny, and I hope everybody
Appreciate you,
has
man.
a fantastic day. V's up and out.